Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with my April TBR. It is almost April and I'm so excited for the books I have. I am also going to be doing a little jar that I know Riley does this from Riley Marie, and I know a lot of people have been starting to do a spinner wheel. I put prompts like Riley does, and I'm gonna pick 2 or 3 from here just to spice things up a little bit. I think she does it for every single one of the books she reads in the month, and she has a bunch of books she wants to choose from. But I have a bunch of books I really want to get to in April, and April is going to be an interesting month because it's testing in the United States, and so I teach high school, so we have 2 full weeks of testing, and so our scheduling is going to be super awkward because we'll have 3-hour delay days where kids are coming in to test for 3 hours and then the rest of the kids come in for the rest of the day, and we run a normal schedule on a 3-hour delay schedule. But I'm done with my master's, so I have no homework to do, and I am so excited. I'm gonna have a lot more free time to just read after school when I get home instead of working on homework and writing essays. So I'm very relieved. And I know I've gotten a couple comments that are like, why do you keep on talking about your master's? Excuse me, I'm very proud of myself that I officially have a master's degree in literacy, so I'm gonna talk about it as much as I want to. But I have finally finished and I'm very excited. So I have an ambitious TBR for the month. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to all of the books that I want to read. The first 2 are for book clubs I run with 2 of my really good friends here on BookTube. And the first one is The Heiress Gets a Duke by Harper St. George. This one we're reading for the Ravished by Romance book club, and we're actually doing both of these on the same day. This one's gonna be at 9 p.m. on the last Saturday of the month, which I think is the 24th, and it's gonna be on Lacey's channel. This one, I don't know too much about it. She's an American heiress. We both have been meaning to read this for a long time, and we were surprised they're in mass market. I feel like it looks like a cover on a trade paperback, but she is an American heiress, and I don't know what it's about, but I know there's, I think, a fighting scene in here, like a boxing kind of thing. I'm pretty sure, because I think Jessin from Jessin Reads Romance read this, and I don't remember if she liked it or not. But then with Samantha for Historical Hellions, we are reading Shanna by Kathleen Woodiwiss, and Jessin and Jen from the Book Refuge are going to be joining us, and this one is giant, but I have the floppy paperback and I'm so excited to read it. This one, she wants a husband so that she can be more free in society, but so she wants a husband who's gonna die. So she goes to death row, I think, and tries to find someone, but then he doesn't actually end up dying when they get married. So that's the premise of Kate Bateman's book too, This Earl of Mine, I think. So I'm very excited to see how they compare, but I'm so excited to read my first Kathleen Woodiwiss, and I'm hoping to read The Flame and the Flower at some point for a vlog. I don't know if that'll happen this month though. Another historical I really want to read is Unclaimed by Courtney Milan. This one is a courtesan romance, and Jen from the Book Refuge really loved it, and that's why I want to read this. I saw it was on her channel, so I got it from Thrift Books, and her name is Jessica as well, and I'm pretty sure we have a virgin hero, so I'm very excited to read this. I'm obsessed with the yellow cover, and I love Courtney Milan, and I want to read all of her historicals now, so I need to read this. Then I really want to read Meet Cute Club by Jack Harbin. This one I want to read because I finally read my first Jack Harbin this month. I read His Beauty, which is a novella, and it was absolutely adorable, so I might even read this week. I'm on spring break this week, so I'm planning on reading a ton. I've already read 3 novellas in the past 2 days, and I've loved them, and I'm trying to read my last nonfiction of this month, so that one is what I'm going to be reading for the next couple days. But I really want to read this. I know there's a book club. One of them hates on romance and then joins the romance book club, and they fall in love. This sounds really good, and it's not too long, so I'm really wanting to get to this. I was wondering why I looked so weird in my viewfinder. I wasn't zoomed out all the way, so sorry for the adjustment in zoom, but now is more normal. I was way too close before. But speaking of nonfiction, I do want to read Dead Mountain this month. I had this on my TBR last month, or Push Out, and I ended up picking up Push Out instead. So this one is those hikers who were hiking and mysteriously all died, and it's very weird, and I'm excited to see how they died. Then I really want to read Lost in the Neverwoods by Aiden Thomas. This is Aiden Thomas's sophomore novel. I love Cemetery Boys. This one is a Peter Pan inspired story, and that's really all I know. It's absolutely gorgeous. The pink on the blue is just stunning, and it has pink end pages. I pre-ordered this through Target. Target was doing their buy 2 get 1 free sale, or buy 2 for the price of 3, and that included pre-orders. So I pre-ordered this. I pre-ordered Nick Stone's softball book that's coming out, and then I also ordered another book that I'm blanking on. Oh, The Space Between Us. I'm really excited for that one. It's like a space romance. So this one I'm very excited for though. I don't want to know like too much about it. I just know that it's Peter Pan inspired, so I can't wait to get to this one. The next few are books that I got for review that I really want to get to. So we have Yolk by Mary H.K. Choi. This one I've seen a lot of people talking about lately and really loving, and I'm pretty sure she doesn't really get along with her sister, but then her sister gets cancer and then they have to like become closer, I think, and spend more time together. So I'm really excited to read this. Another one I'm really excited for, I got a big box from Simon Teen, and this one is Blood Like Magic by Liselle Sambury. This one, first of all, I'm obsessed with the pinks and the purples. A lot of the books in that box were all purple, but this one, our main character was told that she needs to kill the love of her life to like save her family or something. She's not in love with anybody, so she has to like seek out someone to be the love of her life, fall in love with them, and then kill them. So I don't know about you, but that sounds absolutely amazing. It's a little long. It's a pretty chunky book. Well, not really. Okay, so it's almost 500 pages, which I feel like this looks a lot longer than 500 pages, but I'm so excited to read this. Also, I'm sorry if you hear like buzzing in the background. My neighbors are cutting down a bunch of trees. And of course they're trying to do stuff when I'm trying to film. Last time I tried to film, they were power washing their deck. So it's a Monday. And I was like, nobody's going to be doing anything on a Monday since I have no school this week. But it's fine. The next one I want to read is Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. This one I think comes out next week actually. So I might finish this on the last day of March. But if not, it's definitely on my April TBR. This one, our main character is a YouTuber. And she, I think, quit her job. She's a travel YouTuber, maybe. Her half-sister leaves her child in our main character's custody, and she's like, excuse me, and the hot lawyer next door helps her. So I'm very excited for this. I already lent it to a coworker and she loved it, so I cannot wait to read this. I've loved both of Abby Jimenez's books, so I'm excited for her third one. Then this one, I don't even know, comes out in June, but I have to read it now because it sounds amazing, and that is The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. This one is actually with Berkeley now, and it actually sounds like a romance. The other two, The Switch, was not a romance. The Flat Share could be a romance. It was more women's fiction. This one sounds like a romance. So our two main characters, they met, they fell in love, but then they broke up. Now the friends, I think, were the reason that they got together, are getting married, so they both have to go to the wedding, and on their way there, it's like into a secluded place in Scotland. One of their, I think they crash, and one of them can't drive anymore, so then they're forced to drive together to this wedding, and it's their romance. This one is also very long. It's over 450 pages, but it sounds amazing, so I cannot wait to read it. Then I really want to pick up The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. I also gave this one to my coworker to read, and she loved it. She said she really liked it, which gives me high hopes. This one, our main character is a single mom. Her name is Jessica, and she enters a dating app that uses like your DNA to match you with people, and she ends up pairing with the owner of the app, and that's all I know that this is about. If I can find the synopsis is on the inside of this. I guess I have to see if they're actually soulmates or not, so this sounds really good. And the last one on my TBR is one I've seen a ton of people read and rave about, and that is Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This one I know has been really heavily marketed as a romance, but I've heard it's more of like an emotional personal journey for our heroine. She ends up going to Vegas and waking up married to another person, and her and this woman end up moving in together, I think, and living as a couple. So I'm very intrigued. We'll see how this goes. I'm really excited. The cover's absolutely stunning. I love this illustration, so I cannot wait to read this. Okay, so I have some really fun prompts in here. Some like require me to like look up things, so let's go ahead. My mug and my sweatshirt are from Hello Lovely, which is always linked down below, but we will see what I pick out. So the first thing is going to be, okay, I totally stole this from Riley. It is to pick a book from another booktuber's TBR. So she did this actually, and she like watched people's TBRs and chose a book from their TBR to read. And so I know a couple people have posted their TBRs already. I'm filming this. I never know what day it is when I'm not in school writing the date on the board every day. Today's the 29th. So I think Jen did post her TBR and Jessen posted her TBR. I don't know if I saw anything on Jessen's TBR I wanted to read. Is it too early for people to post their TBRs? Crystal did. So let's go ahead and screen record this. Okay, now it's going. Let's see what Crystal is reading. As her dog. Let's skip through this. Oh, I do not have this book, so I'm gonna skip this one. Let's see, what else is she reading? Oh, okay, so she did the spinner wheel. Okay, so let me turn this off. I have this, and I actually have a prompt in here to read a Beverly Jenkins book because I need to read more. I have this book, so Winds of the Storm is going to be on my TBR this month. Thank you, Crystal. I was going to join this, but it is a weekly read along, and I get freaked out if I have to read a book a week. So I wasn't going to join this. I was going to join like sporadically, but Crystal, you are amazing, and I am now going to be reading Winds of the Storm. Now let's go ahead. I own it. It's like all the way up there, and I don't feel like getting up and getting it. And a shameless plug, if you haven't watched my Beverly Jenkins guide yet, I have an entire guide for her books down below. Okay, so my next one, we're just gonna pick all historical romance for this. Bought for the Step Back, and I actually have the perfect one because I almost added this to my TBR because I really want to read it. Okay, they had their little like wood chopper thing on, but now it's off, so hopefully it's off for the last like 5 minutes I need to film this. I'm gonna read Hearts Run Wild by Sherry Thacker. I bought it for this lovely Step Back. It's so pretty, and I want to read this because someone recommended it to me as a pirate romance. So she flees her world of privilege, and it takes a shocking turn when she is arrested for petty thievery and shackled to a dangerous criminal. I thought this was a pirate romance. Someone told me it was a... Okay, he is. He's a pirate. He's a notorious pirate. I did not know that they're shackled together. This is just like that Donna Fletcher book, and then I know that Amanda Boucher book. They're chained together the whole time. I'm excited to read this. Okay, one more, and then I will end this, and hopefully my neighbors don't turn on their wood chopper again. Okay, so the next one is a pink cover, which actually I could do Meet Cute Club for. I did a couple colors in here of covers that I love, so I have pink, purple, and yellow because those are my favorite covers, but I already have that on my TBR, so I don't want to add that. What do I have that has a pink cover that I really want to read? Do I go with another historical romance? Because I have a lot of pink covers for historicals. This is perfect. So I recently got this in the mail, and it's not historical, but it is Misfits in Love by S.K. Ali. I have heard of Love from A to Z, I think, from this author, and so I really want to read something by her, and this one has lovely pink on the cover, and it says that her brother's getting married, and she's reuniting with her mother, who she hasn't seen the whole summer, and this boy is back for the weekend too. And the last time she saw him, she wasn't ready to reciprocate his feelings for her. Oh, so it's the summer between high school and college, which I love. We don't read a lot of YA marketed for that age, so I'm really excited to read this. This sounds so good, and I don't know, it sounds like they're gonna be falling in love with each other. But then it sounds like two other people come into the picture, and she's more confused than ever about what her heart wants. So I don't know, but it sounds really fun, and I'm excited to read it. And that's my April TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these and what your thoughts are and what you're excited for me to read. If you like my little jar idea, let me know. That makes this a little bit more fun and makes me pick books that aren't already on my TBR. But that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.